Yo, what is up, guys? JrzSaiyan here, and guys, this is the full dialogue of Dragon Ball Super, the manga, chapter 6. So, a lot of spoilers, guys. It's the full dialogue. Shout out to Herms from Kanzenchu for translating the full thing the best of his ability, and that's pretty damn accurate because he learned how to speak Japanese, understand Japanese, so he's translating it from Japanese to English. And let's get started, guys. All right, so. Remember, this is the translated version of the Dragon Ball Super manga, chapter 6. Long ago, Champa angrily chases after Beerus. Champa says, "You won't get away with this, Beerus." He fires a ki blast. Beerus dodges, but the blast trajectory changes, homing in on him. Champa, "Ha! It'll chase you down no matter where you go." Beerus goes, Beerus lands on a planet somewhere. He knocks back the homing blast and surprise attacks Champa. The planet explodes from the shockwave. They go from planet to planet, each exploding in turn. The two land on ruins of a planet. Champa says, "Beerus, why the hell did you eat the puff puff fruit on top of my birthday cake before I could?" Beerus then says, "Because it's my birthday, why shouldn't I?" Champa says, "It was my birthday too. You bastard!" Vados then says, My, and here I thought I was doing something nice by preparing a birthday cake for the two of them. Looks like that backfired." Whis says, "Elder sister, are you trying to say that you didn't know it would turn out like this from the start?" Vados then chuckles. Champa says, "The cakes from Planet Sweets are superb, but their puff puff fruits are even better." And he's pretty pissed. Beers then says, "I know that, dummy. I've got Planet Sweats over here in this universe too, after all." Champa then says, "No way! The one in my universe 6 has far tastier food." He sends the remains of the planet flying. So, Champa's pretty pissed. Champa then says, "Grr, I don't care what happens to this universe anymore." Beerus then says, "I was hoping as much." The two charge up similar types of energy blasts. Whis says, "This won't do at all." Vados and Whis stop the two with a swift blow to the back of the neck. So, they got that swift blow to the back of the neck. Okay, so Whis says, "If you two are so confident in your food, why not just have a food showdown from now on?" Champa says, "Grr, alright, I will. But I won't lose to you, Beerus." Beerus then says, "Fine by me." The flashback ends. So that was a flashback to the past. Alright. And then it says, Whis says, "From then on, their showdowns have conducted with food, but it seems this time Lord Champa's pride has been hurt." Vegeta says, "Really?" Champa says, "This time, we've got to settle things with a fight." "Well, how about it?" Beerus then says, "So, a team battle between 5 people of our own selection. But what do I stand to gain from this? And how do you plan on switching our 2 Earths in the first place?" Champa says, "I've got wish orbs that have taken me decades of hard work to collect. They're mysterious orbs that grant one's every desire. Naturally, they can switch Earths too. Right now, I've got your Universe 7 guys win. Oh no, my bad. Right now, I've got 6, but one more, and I'll have the whole set. On the off chance your Universe 7 guys win, I'll give you all 6 wish orbs." Goku then says, "Huh? Those aren't Dragon Balls, are they?" Champa kind of gives a little And then Vado says, so you know about Dragon Balls." Beerus says, "Ha ha ha, too bad. I've got those over here in my universe too." Champa then says, "Are you talking about the ones the Namekians made?" Beerus says, "I guess." Goku then replies, "Yeah, those are the ones." Champa says, "Figured as much. The Namekians shaved those ones down long ago from splinters of the big wish orbs, and there are limits to the wishes they'll grant. But the real ones are on the entirely different scale. A single one is about the size of a planet. They're so big, you can even call them wishing planets. And they'll grant you any wish. In other words, they're super Dragon Balls." Beer says, "But you haven't found the last one, right? So then what good are they?" Goku says, "Bulma's radar could track it down in no time. Come on, Lord Beerus, accept the match, please." Beerus says, "You want to take part in this match?" Goku then replies, "Of course, how about you, Vegeta?" Vegeta says, "I'd like to, but..." Beerus then says, "Okay, I get the picture, I'll do it." Champa then says, "Then let's decide on the details." The narrator then, starts talking and says, "The rules ended up being the same as the Tenkaichi Budokai contestants. Lose if they surrender or fall from the arena. Killing is against the rules. Weapons and performance-enhancing drugs are prohibited. And per Vegeta's suggestion, a simple written test will be conducted ahead of time." Then Vegeta goes on to say, "After all, it'd be a pain if they brought along monsters devoid of intelligence." Narrator then replies, "The matches are set to begin in 1 week of the 8th solar calendar, which is 5 days in Earth terms, at 10 a.m. on the nameless planet, which floats in neutral space." So there's no home field advantage. It's a neutral planet. Goku and Vegeta take off their heavy training clothing. Goku says, "Phew! Talk about heavy. Hey, Lord Beerus, you've got 5 contestants to select, right? Who are you planning to pick for the rest?" Beerus then says, "Good question. You guys have any ideas?" Goku replies with, "Well, we got Boo. After him, I guess it gotta be Piccolo." Vegeta then replies, "What about Gohan? Frankly, he's probably the one with the highest potential." So this is where Vegeta brings up Gohan. Then Goku replies, "No way! He does nothing but study all the time. He can't even find his he can't even find his uniform anymore." Vegeta then says, "A pity. Well then, what should we do?" Beerus then says, "Don't worry. I've already decided on the last person." Goku, "Huh? Who? What do you mean you've already decided?" Beerus then replies, "I told you once before, right? That in all the many years of fighting, you're my second strongest opponent." Goku then replies, "Yeah, I guess you mentioned that." Beerus then says, "So, it's the one who was my strongest opponent." Then Goku says, "Huh?" Vegeta says, "What? You mean it wasn't Whis?" Beerus then says, "Of course not. Whis couldn't enter, could he?" Whis kinda doesn't say anything, he just stays quiet. And Goku says, "Did you hear that, Vegeta? Wow, this is gonna be fun!" Vegeta says, "Must be nice to be so carefree." Beerus then says, "Alright, you guys gotta head back to Earth and tell that feisty Bulma chick to get ready to search for the 7th Wish Orb. Make sure she's good to go by the time the matches start. You guys had better win, too. We can't lose to Universe 6, no matter what. Got that?" Goku then says, "But something about even if we lose, the Earth will be just moved to a different universe. It won't really mean much of a difference." Beerus says, "What? If you guys half-ass this, I'll destroy you." Goku says, I know. I'll always give fights everything I got, okay? Then see ya. Will you take us back again, Whis?" And Whis then replies, "Yes, indeed. I never get tired of going to Earth." Beerus says, "Good grief." Narrator then starts speaking and said, "At Capsule Corporation, Goku and Co. asked Bulma to build a new Dragon Radar in order to locate the last remaining Super Dragon Ball. Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo come over to pick it up. Bulma starts talking and says, "Okay, the new radar's all done." Goku says, "Wow, that was fast. You've outdone yourself." Bulma replies, "Hey." Bulma doesn't have that deep of a voice. Bulma replies, "Hey, I was thinking that there should be some of those planet-like Super Dragon Balls in this universe, right?" Vegeta then says, "Hey, that's right. We should go look for those ones in here in our universe first." Bulma says, "That's what I was thinking." Goku then replies, "Huh? Hey, Bulma, nothing showing up on this thing." Bulma then says, "You're right, not even a single one." Piccolo says, "What's the matter? Is it malfunctioning?" Bulma says, "We're at the edge of the universe here, so it's unable to search the entire area. We won't be able to search for them unless we go to the center of the universe or move around a lot." Goku then says, "Then let's ask Whis." Bulma says, "No way! There's no telling what him or Beerus would use the Super Dragon Balls to wish for. Guess there's only one option." Bulma then makes a phone call. She says, "Hey, big sis." Goku says, "Sis?" Tights then speaks. "Huh? What did you say? A favor?" Yeah. He was bragging about the new spaceship he got. He said it'd only take him 50 minutes to reach Earth. So okay, I'll get in touch with him. 50 minutes later, Jacko shows up, says, "Look, I'm the elite patrolman. I'm busy. Don't call me over here for every little thing." Bulma then says, Hey you, do you know how to get to the center of the universe? Not just the center of the galaxy, the center of the whole universe. Jacko says, what are you, stupid or something? Even just one galaxy is ridiculously vast. There are tons of galaxies in the universe. Nobody could even know how to get there. Well, okay, Zuno might. Bulma then says, Zuno? Who's that? So this is where they introduce Zuno. Jacko goes on to say, Zuno is a weirdo who knows everything. Zuno even can tell what style of underwear a total stranger is wearing. Bulma says, would this person know about the Super Dragon Balls too? Jacko then replies, well, I've never heard of those, but I'm sure Zuno knows all about them. Bulma then says, take me to Zuno right now. Jacko says, if you insist, but my spaceship's only got room for one more. Bulma says, I'll be fine on my own. Jacko then says, okay, I get it. Vegeta, okay, this is pretty cool. Vegeta then says, hey you, don't do anything funny to Bulma. Jacko makes a face like he wouldn't even dream of it. Bulma hits him. Jacko says, owie. Bulma says, there's no time to lose, let's get going. Goku says, we've both got pretty feisty wives. Vegeta then replies, well, I don't mind. And then Piccolo kind of like has an exclamation mark. Goku then says, now that you mention it, I like Chi-Chi just fine too. Vegeta then says, it's your Saiyan blood. Saiyan woman, we're all strong-willed. Goku then replies, huh? So that's it. I finally understand, says Piccolo. The nameless planet, the 6 wish orbs float in the sky. They're really planet size. It's a little side note. Hermes puts there. So then it goes on to say, Champa, this is the very last part. Champa says, and you already know this, I just made a video on it. Champa says, needs some bathrooms, and I want there to be a shop stands too, alright? I guess this will do for the stadium. Vados then replies, by the way, have you decided on your 5 contestants? Champa then replies, this is what he replies, guys. Those 2 over there at Beerus' place were probably Saiyans. We'd better get some Saiyans too. We'd better get some Saiyans too. Let's go, guys. That is the full dialogue of Manga Chapter 6. Huge shout out to Herms from Kanzenchu. Guys, if you want to see this in person, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Go to his Twitter. He says everything as he finds out, guys. Big shout out to Kanzenchu and to Geekdom for, putting his name out there, because without Geekdom, none of us would have known this. Rhymestyle probably would have known this, but just big shout out to Geekdom, to Rhymestyle, and to Herms. Love you, Herms. So guys, that is the full dialogue of the Chapter 6 manga. I hope you guys kind of like my little voice alongs. I try to do as best as possible. This is all like in the moment. I'm doing this all one take. So I did mess up one part, but I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys got the gist, heard the words. You guys could rewatch it so you could actually hear every single thing. Hope you all have an amazing, blessed day, and get hyped for the next manga, because I want to know who's part of the team. I want to know if my dear Bardock comes back. Please, Akira Toriyama, please, Bardock must come back. Okay, it's probably not going to happen, but a man can dream, right? Hope you all have an amazing, blessed day. Shout out to Herms from Kanzenchu. Make sure to check out his whole Twitter and check out the website, Kanzenchu, in the description below and in the comments below. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day, like I've said 100 times, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!